Hey guys, what is going on? It's XCKJ here today. I wanted to bring to you guys a video about the best champions for each role in the Sands of Myth patch 3.2 update. I'm going to be talking about 3 champions for every role. This is not set in stone about the best champions right now. We're actually in a pretty balanced game currently right now. So pretty much anybody that you're playing is going to be a good pick. But this is just a good guideline with some builds for you to start, whether you've been playing for a long time, been out of the game for a little bit and just need some quick builds, or you've even been playing the game for a long time, but you just wanted to see what other people are playing. So anyway, jumping right into the video. But before we do get into the video, guys, please consider liking and subscribing the video as we go through. Anyway, let's get right into it. So first off, we're going to be starting out with the tanks. First on the list, I have Inara. And I have Inara on the list just because she got buffed for some reason. All the other point tanks got nerfed, and for some reason Inara got buffed. So, I mean, hey, we're going to be happy about that. It was a slight damage buff, but overall, she is in a much better spot than she was. You're going to be playing Mother's Grace, Inara, and just throwing that up. You're immune to CC, and yeah, I mean, not much else to say about her right there. She just works really great with a lot of team comps, and she's super strong. Her ult's amazing. Anyway, moving on to the next tank, we have Barik. Barik received nerfs to all of his healing abilities, so you're probably going to be playing more of a bowling ball shield build than you were playing before. I like to be playing Architectonics. I always call it Archimetronics. I don't know why. Anyway, that's besides the point. With some of the sustain on the turrets, with the turrets giving you sustain, and yeah, Barik was really strong this patch. He's going to continue to be strong right now, but I think that his nerf was much needed to put him back to where he should be right now. And last, for the point tanks, we're going to be having Terminus on the list. Terminus also recently got nerfed to his Siphon. His Siphon was super strong. I mean, it was just constantly. You were always able to have it up. You just could charge up all the blasts, shoot all the blasts, recharge your shield completely. We're not going to be able to quite do that anymore. You still are going to have your shield up pretty much constantly, or your Siphon, I'm sorry. And so, yeah, Calamity Blast, Terminus is just going to be killing it in this patch. Moving on to the off tanks. We finally have Ashe back, guys, and Ashe is my favorite off tank. I'm not sure if you guys knew that, but I love Ashe. So you're going to be playing Battering Ram right now. She got a buff. Her gun went from 360 to 400 per shot, and that is all that she needed to become strong again. You're just going to be buying Cauterize and applying Cauterize to the entire team, playing out on the flanks, holding the flanks, going in with that Battering Ram, smacking them, hitting them with the knockbacks all over the place. She's super strong. Her ult is amazing, and she's definitely going to be able to carry a lot of games this patch. Next on the list, we have Khan with Vortex Grip. I mean, a 2-second stun in this game is insane. Pretty much Khan gets a Vortex Grip on anyone. Unless they're a super beefy tank, they are going to die from that. So, yeah, so I have him on the list pretty simply. Rezil is super weak right now, so even once you get Rezil 3, you're still going to be stunned for even a little bit of time after investing that much money into an item and a whole entire item slot into an item, and it's not like it used to be where you got Vortex gripped, thrown back, and by the time you hit the ground, your stun was gone and you were able to keep on going. Now you hit the ground for a little bit, and yeah, so Vortex Grip Khan is amazing, not to mention his ult, just chucking people off the map constantly. He's a really great pick into ROM, so that also makes him a lot stronger. Even though ROM got nerfed, he still is in a great spot, which brings me into my next champion, which is ROM for off tanks. However, right now we're not going to be playing Juggernaut. This is a testable build. You guys can find out exactly what is good. He got a lot of changes this patch, so I myself have not really gotten the chance to play him a lot. I got to play him twice, so I really haven't gotten to figure out exactly what to play him. I am personally wanting to play him with Earth Splitter right now, just because Juggernaut on 50%, it still is great, but also Juggernaut just got, not Juggernaut, his dash got nerfed, so he's not able to run around for the entire game anymore. So anyway, I am giving him Earth Splitter. That way he has a stun. You're playing him more around a backline kind of protection, and then you just can dive in with your ult, get a kill with the ult, and then go back, charge up Earth Splitter again. And that is how I'm playing him right now, at least. Moving on to the damages. This was super hard for me to pick just because right now the damages are just in a really, really balanced spot. So this is just what I'm playing right now, just to kind of give you an idea and a few builds. But anyway, first on the list we have Imani. You're going to be playing Splitting Ice with her. And I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what you're going to be doing. You're going to play Splitting Ice, have the cards that allow your Frost Bolts to reduce the cooldown of Inferno Cannon. So you're going to Inferno Cannon, shoot them, switch back to Ice Formation, shoot them with the Ice Bolts until you get Fire Cannon back up, shoot them with Fire Cannon, switch back to Ice Bolts, shoot them with Ice Bolts, just rinse and repeat, keep on doing that over and over again. Plus you have that root, which is really strong. So Imani is really great, last patch and this patch, and she probably will continue to keep on being great. So if you learn her, I would definitely recommend learning her. Next up on the list, we have BK. I have BK on the list just because he's a shield melter. Shields are kind of weak right now. He's super strong. Royal Subjects is the talent you're going to be picking. He's super strong blaster, melt shields. He also got a buff this patch because Royal Subjects wasn't... they increase the damage, basically, on what you're doing on Royal Subjects. You can read the patch notes if you want a little bit more detail about what they exactly did with him, but in the most basic way, they just buffed the damage on Royal Subjects. Moving on to the last damage, we have Lian. Now, Lian is really strong. She's underrated right now. If you pick her, you're going to be able to get her every single game. Unlike BK, you might not be able to get every game just because they might pick him or whatever. Lian, you will be able to get every single game if you want her. And Eminence is the talent you're going to be picking. She's a strong damage. She's hit scan. She's fairly easy to play. You just position well with her and get your whole combo going. Eminence, then use your right click, then dash, then Eminence again, and just keep on doing the same stuff over and over again. You got a lot of damage from a distance with Eminence, and yeah, she's just a great champion all around. Fairly easy to play just because she is hit scan. Anyway, moving on to the healers, we have Grohk. Grohk is finally on the list out of her all of this time. Spirit's Domain is what you are going to be playing on him. You're going to be just buying morale boost right off the bat, and honestly, guys, we're going to see how he does. He could not be top tier like I think he's going to be, which I hope he ends up being. I haven't started playing ranked yet just because the bugs are a little bit much for me, and I'm really trying to get master this season. I'm in Diamond 3 right now, almost Diamond 2, so I'm like so close right there. So I haven't really gotten to test it in actual rank situations, but nonetheless, Spirit's Domain Grohk, it's there. It's hopefully going to be strong. His ult is really great. We'll see exactly how he does. Definitely, he's somebody that you want to learn to play, though. Grover is also on the list with deep roots. Roots are really great. He has a super strong ult. He has decent heals. They're not the best in the game, but he has decent heals, decent damage. Just overall, I think he's a really, really good healer. And I mean, you can't really complain with deep roots, especially with if you're playing champions that require you to have headshots, and then you have a Grover on your team, they deep root somebody, you just hit headshots for free, and it's a great time, honestly. Plus, not to mention, his ult's really good. He's got a lot of mobility. He's got a lot of cards to choose from right now. Moving on to the last healer on the list, we have Jenos. Now, before I talk about Jenos, I just want to talk about Furia. I took her off the list. She was still really strong. Don't get me wrong at all. Cherish did get nerfed a little bit. We'll see exactly where she is. But, I mean, 25% to 15% on Cherish for the percentage of heals that you're going to be doing. That's a pretty big nerf. That's a pretty big nerf. So, anyway, moving on to Jenos. Luminary is the talent that you're going to be playing. Damage buffs are awesome. He has decent heals. Vortex Grip is an amazing ability. You're just going to be able to use that if you get dived and then get away. And not to mention, he's super hard to kill. I mean, any healer that can heal through walls is just absolutely insane, which is the same thing that Grover's got going for him. He can just heal straight through walls. But, yeah, you can easily play a Jenos game where you die once, twice, maybe. And, yeah, if you're dying, like, if you're playing Jenos and you're dying, like, 10 times a game, you're definitely playing Jenos wrong. And you should just be working on survivability and just putting out the heals. That's the two main things that you want to work on. Making sure you put out a heal every single time it goes off cooldown, and just staying alive. Super easy to play Jenos, but he definitely has a skill cap because you can be playing him really, really well as well. Moving on to the flanks. This is very dependent on the map, guys, so it was, again, hard for me to pick what flanks are good. So if you like another flank or whatever, this is, again, just a guideline, just something to get you started. First off, we have Zhin with Guillotine. Guillotine is super strong right now. Zhin is super strong. He has a counter, he has Billow, he has Whirl. He just can get away from everything. And yeah, I mean, his ult is absolutely amazing with Guillotine. I just think Zhin is in a really, really strong spot right now. Moving on to the next flank. Finally, I put Androxus on this list. I think that Curse Revolver is a really strong ability. You're not going to be playing him as a dive flank. You're going to be playing him as like a backline damage that can dive if need be. Just play him a little bit more slower than most people would be playing Androxus. Just kind of sit in that back line. You know, you have your reversal, so you're really hard to kill, but you're not going to be using reversal offensively like you would if you were playing, I'm drawing a blank on that talent, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Reversal, whatever that talent is called. But, yeah, so just playing Curse Revolver, sitting in the close back line, just dealing that damage. I think it's really strong right now. And last on the list, we do have Moji. Now, what the heck? Why did I put Moji on this list over Maeve? Moji is really strong right now. Toot is a talent that you're going to be taking. Moji is like the secret killer, guys. Like, everybody knows Moji's strong, but nobody plays Moji as much as they should be playing Moji, in ranked at least. Magic Barrier, survivability. Self-heals from Toot after you use your dash, amazing. Crazy damage, can actually kill tanks effectively, unlike a lot of the flanks in the game right now. So a lot of the flanks run into a problem where, you know, they deal a lot of burst damage, except for like Skye, right? But Skye can be arguably a damage too. A lot of flanks run into this problem where they, like, you know, they have a lot of burst damage and then they kind of just stare at you and they're like, all right, well, I used up all my burst damage, so now I'm just gonna like kind of poke you a little bit. Moji does not run into this problem at all. Moji is just like dealing 1,000 damage, 1,000 damage, 1,000 damage, just killing tanks out there. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Let me know, what did you guys think? Do you agree with my picks, disagree with my picks? Who are you going to be playing for patch 3.2? Please let me know. And if you made it this far, please consider subscribing. I will see you guys all in the next video. Peace.